So it's like a little bit past 7 and I'm still here. They haven't kicked me out, but I'm gonna try to sneak into this one building here. And I actually have help from someone here. What's your name?
Gerardo.
Gerardo. Awesome. Welcome, Gerardo. I'll have you take this on.
Thank
so
you.
what are we gonna take a look at today?
So we're going to look at all the demos that we're showing at CES for AI PC. Basically, last year we saw a big expansion of all the use of models and tools on the PC side. And we're going to show how NVIDIA is helping AI enthusiasts and creators use all of these tools locally.
Wow, this is gonna be really cool. So let's go ahead and check it out. Because one of the things is like, that kind of blew me away earlier with the Spark stuff is just how you can connect it to the ecosystem, but then it's not that you have to use NVIDIA exclusively, but they were using it with the MacBook. They were doing all these different demos with different models and stuff like that.
Yeah, the way we look at it is we want to see what you guys are using, and whatever you're using, we're going to try to help to accelerate it.
Yes. Let me see if I can get this balance here. Cool, perfect. Awesome. So let's go ahead and take a look. So this is like the room here. Awesome.
All right. Come with me, we'll start on that end.
Cool.
So in this room, we're going to show you 4 things. We're going to show you AI agents. We're going to show you how we can use LLMs with your personal files on your PC. We're going to show you how we can use creative AI locally. And finally, how we can do all of that, but on a DGX Spark.
Whoa.
So let's start with
Awesome.
Avi.
Cool.
Avi's going to show us an AI agent that we call Project G-Assist.
Cool. How's it going?
You're up, Avi.
All right. Hi. I'm the product manager for Project G-Assist. G-Assist is an experimental AI assistant for controlling your PC and GPU settings. Think of it as a natural interface for controlling all of these settings and optimizing them instead of relying on physical buttons, menus, control panels, etc. So it just makes it more convenient.
Very cool.
So G-Assist uses an AI model that runs completely on device on your RTX GPU. And today we're announcing several updates for G-Assist. So G-Assist is available via the NVIDIA app. With the new updates, firstly, G-Assist gets a new reasoning mode.
Okay.
So what this enables G-Assist to do is think longer for a better response. So the AI model gets more accurate, gets more intelligent, and can also take multiple actions with a single prompt.
Wow.
Secondly, G-Assist now gets the ability to control your G-Sync monitors. If you've ever tried changing settings on your monitor before, it's painful. You have to look for these buttons. You can't really see them. It's just really, really painful and a mess.
Okay.
Now, you can simply talk to G-Assist.
Seriously?
Yep. Are all my monitor settings optimized for esports? So you pretty much just ask it or type into it like in natural language.
G assist like the letter G.
Yeah.
And then like it's just the monitor is currently set to 360 hertz, Mac supported, and I don't have your image present information. Whoa. Okay, cool.
So it's telling me, I need to check a few things for you. Your refresh rate is correct. You need your image preset set to esports, so it needs to confirm that. It needs G-Sync enabled. Your system is currently a G-Sync full screen only. And G-Sync Pulsar is also something that you should enable. G-Sync Pulsar, by the way, is the new technology on these monitors that improves image clarity. You should check it out after if you have time.
Okay.
So I'm just going to skip ahead and tell it, okay, just do those changes for me,
Okay.
So I'm just going to be like, okay, set the image preset to esports and enable Pulsar. Press the wrong button.
Okay. It's all good.
I'm not used to holding.
Yeah, the microphone.
Not used to holding two mics.
I can hold the mic, yeah.
It's okay. Okay, set the image preset to esports and enable Pulsar. It kind of does these checks. And you can look at the screen now. The screen is currently set to a normal mode.
Yeah, did you see the change?
You see the change, yeah. And it starts like Pulsar as well for better image clarity. Now, what's interesting here is, if you were a new user, you wouldn't even know these settings existed. So it just helps you get the most out of your hardware.
Wow.
And at the same time, if you're an experienced user, you know exactly, I need my saturation set to this, a color temperature set to this. It's just much faster and more efficient to adjust it this way.
Wow.
Versus trying to hit the
Configure
buttons at the
presets,
back.
yeah. Wow. So this, I mean, as far as like displays and everything, does it matter the display? How, it's going to detect it. It's going to know what's optimal for the game or whatever that's going on.
So the display controls are supported on G-Sync monitors because that's where we have access to the APIs to be able to optimize them.
Got it.
But all G-Sync monitors, you can kind of do these optimizations and controls.
Ah, okay.
On that same theme, just like your monitor,
Yeah.
we've partnered with Corsair to bring the same capability to your peripherals like your mouse, your
Yes.
keyboard, etc. So for example, like you're in this game, your mouse, this mouse is set to 1600 DPI. You can try it right now, but it's a
Yeah.
little too sensitive, at least for me,
wow.
to be able to aim well.
Yes. Because you want to
now-
get that right.
Yeah. So if you could actually like adjust that live like while in the game. So let's say you want to tamp that down to 400. So
Right.
you could just go set my mouse DPI to 400. And you can be in a game or outside, it just does those optimizations for you. Just give it a second.
Yes. Whoops.
Look in. There you go. You can try it now.
Okay, cool. Let's see here. Oh, wow. And then, so somebody said, can you change the brightness?
Oh, yeah. So let's try that. Brightness to 50%.
Let's do 10% just for fun.
Let's try it. Set brightness to 10%. I think that might get worried that like you won't be able to see the screen, so it'll stop us.
I'm really curious. Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, right, cool.
20%. So
Okay,
it's like,
20%.
okay,
It's
let's
like,
not
here's
go
what's
that-
optimal. Okay, cool.
Otherwise, you'd just be like, there's nothing on there.
Yeah. No, it makes sense,
All right.
right? Like, it's kind of cool because you still want to play the game and you want to keep it optimal and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's awesome. Wow. That's so cool. That's amazing.
So yeah, I think like another thing that's pretty cool is you're live on stream.
Yeah.
As part of the partnership with Corsair, you can also control your Stream Deck and the button setup on it like in the same way. So let's say like I'm going to do another stream setup here. Like this, you have like OBS, like with the scene setup,
wow.
like with your key lights, etc.
Whoa.
So just like you would control this with a Stream Deck,
Yes.
you can now configure these actions on the Stream Deck app to be able to be configurable by G Assist. So say I was on stream, I just wanted to take a break. I could simply say, hey, I'm going AFK, handle everything via Stream Deck plugin. And it looks at like, what buttons have given it access to,
Yes.
what it needs to do, from that.
So can I also do this remotely? Can I like tell an AI agent in the cloud to just tell it to run a G-Sync command on my machine?
Currently, it like runs completely on device, like for privacy and all
okay.
those reasons.
Got it.
We do have plugins that connect to larger models and enable new capabilities,
Yes.
for stuff that requires that. So as you can see, it muted us so no one can hear us. I'm taking a break. Changed my scene from gaming to AFK so the camera's not on and
Yes.
it's not, and the light turns off.
Wow.
So you can pretty much just walk away.
That's cool.
afterwards.
And so you can program like the lights through not G-Sync, maybe that's through Stream Deck?
Not through G Assist, you would do
Okay.
that through Stream Deck. So
Okay, got
all
it.
of the buttons,
Yes.
keys, plugins that you have in the Stream Deck, you can configure and give G Assist access to all through the Stream Deck app.
Okay. Wow.
So these are examples of Stream Deck plugins, like the of G Assist plugins, the Stream Deck integration, the Corsair integration. So G Assist can be extended by anyone
Yeah.
by building like plugins for G Assist. So they're simple pieces of code, that you can use to give it access to new APIs and capabilities.
Cool.
So we've had some community members building plugins for G Assist, and we've put them up on the mod.io plugin hub.
Wow.
So users can download like these plugins from the mod.io website. So you can connect to Gemini. That's an example of the larger models
Sweet.
where, if you want like all of the information live updated like
Yes.
from the internet, you can use Gemini. You connect to Discord, etc. So you can download any of these plugins and get them and use them. You can also just ask GSS, hey, find me a plugin like for doing this. There's a plugin to find plugins basically, and download and get them for you.
Can you make the plugin for the plugins? That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Last up, like if you're a
Yes.
developer or an
Yeah.
enthusiast and you want to build your own plugin, there's also like a cursor-based plugin builder that we've created.
What?
So it's a set of cursor rules.
No way.
it knows the GSys architecture and plugin format.
Yes.
You pretty much just tell it, hey, like build a GSys plugin to do X.
Whoa.
And Corsair does a lot of the coding for you, and it can like
What the heck?
find and recommend APIs. And
Someone
build that
says
for you.
about changing a song via G-Assist. So like if the song changing thing isn't there, you could just tell it and they'll do it.
Yeah. You can build this plugin like for it, like with Corsair, and you can
With
make
Spotify,
it exactly
with Apple Music, whatever you want to do, because it's your cursor. It's like you could, you have access to the thing.
Yeah, and Corsair can find all of these APIs for you. It's a pretty powerful tool.
That's amazing.
So you can make it exactly the assistant that you want.
That's wild. That's actually really cool. I think the building part is really fun because now you can, that's like the integration piece. So we're going basically just to kind of summarize like this whole thing from here, like all the way through the entire system, like full end to end basically. And then the G assist part is like the assistant of before you have to find that specific setting or that one random thing and like, I hate changing monitor settings, but then like optimizing and then saving the preferences.
Yeah.
And then you usually have to have a third-party app for that.
Yeah.
And then that becomes kind of cumbersome. So that's a really interesting story there. Huh. Cool, man.
So
Excellent.
that's all of the updates. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
taking out the time.
Thank you.
everyone.
Cool. Awesome. Excellent. Cool.
Awesome. Let's see. So basically, we're going to go from
Yeah.
this idea, which is our showcase of how we can do a local assistant,
Mm-hmm.
to a work that we've done with a partner.
Cool.
The application is called Hyperlink. The partner is called Nexa AI. And what we're showing here is how we're helping applications like Nexa accelerate their local apps with local LLMs. In fact, at CES, we're announcing that we've accelerated the way people run local LLMs with Llama CPP and with Olama by 35% and 30% respectively,
Wow.
which is a great boost.
Yes.
And here, Peter's going to show us how Nexa is taking advantage of this.
Fantastic.
Awesome,
Cool.
Thanks.
Thanks, Peter.
Yeah, hi, I'm Peter. I'm an engineer on NVIDIA's tech marketing team. And like Gerardo said, I'm going to show off a partner app right now, Nexa AI's Hyperlink. What Hyperlink is, in a sentence, is kind of like an AI search assistant for your hard drive.
Wow.
It allows you to index files across your local file system such that you can use natural language to search through all your stuff rather than go through the typical file explorer experience
Yes.
where we all kind of have a hard drive like this at home.
Yes.
It has a lot of random folders, random file names, etc. And if you're trying to find a particular piece of content or a file, you either have to go down a folder rabbit hole
Yes.
or try and use this file name search, which never really works the way that we want it to.
No.
It's kind of a pain. So Hyperlink tries to simplify all of this. And what I'm going to show off here are two different features. I'm going to show off this chat window that allows you to do document and image search. And then I'm going to show off what Gerardo was talking about, this shiny new video search feature.
Oh, wow.
This was released in beta a couple days ago for CES.
Wow.
So this is the Hyperlink UI. For those of us who are in the AI world, it's pretty familiar.
Yes.
Use a chatbot LLM here with some chat history on the left. But what's unique about Hyperlink is this button. If I navigate into this source, I can see that before this demo, I've connected a number of folders across this hard drive into Hyperlink. It comes out to a little bit over 6,000 files,
Wow.
which adds up to, I think, 101 gigabytes
Oh
of
my
just
God.
random
Yeah.
images, random videos, random documents.
Yes.
And once we do this, we can do some interesting searches.
Huh.
So one example that we've been showing off is something that all of us conference goers know is a pain, where after every dinner,
Oh my
every
God,
expense, we save all of our receipts.
Yes.
We take a picture of it, we save it on our laptop, and then like a month later when we're doing expense reporting, it's a pain to go
Yeah.
back and find that. So Hyperlink can help us with stuff like this. I have to type a bit. Can you
Go
hold
ahead.
this,
Yeah.
or can
I got it. Yeah.
Thank you. So for context, in this hard drive somewhere, I've put all of the NVIDIA team's receipt images from last year's CES.
Nice.
And instead of trying to go back and find them,
Yeah.
I'm going to ask Hyperlink to generate an expense report for my Las Vegas trip.
No way. No way. It look. Oh my
This
God.
is going to go super fast. A lot of things are going to happen.
What?
First,
Holy smokes! Look at that. Look at all the files read.
yeah. So you can see there's
Oh my goodness.
LLM output.
Wait,
like-
this is running locally?
This is all running locally. Nothing's leaving this computer.
Bruh. Oh my God. I can't tell you like how many accountants, how many like different people would benefit from this. And so this is just all in the system all at once, running locally, never even left the PC.
Absolutely.
And in like 2 seconds, you did pretty much, what? You basically searched for all the expense reports, because these were all the images that were inside your PC. And it searched all of these files, it indexed them all. And so you didn't have to write any algorithm for this. This is just the Hyperlink app that's inside of...
In Hyperlink, you can see it searched through all the files. It found 10 related ones.
What?
Over here on the right, if I click and do a preview,
Yes.
you can see it pulled this crumpled image of a receipt. And if I wanted to know where that is on my hard drive,
Yeah.
I can click on this file path here,
Yeah.
be brought immediately to where it is.
Whoa.
So if I have another windowed application and I want to like drag this in
my
for usage,
gosh.
super easy, super easy.
Wow. What model is it built over, if someone's asking?
Yeah, so this is all using, like Gerardo said, the Llama CPP backend.
Okay.
Right now it's using the default model that's packaged with the app. I believe it's Qwen 3.
Okay. That's beautiful.
But if you go
Yeah.
here in the bottom right,
Yeah.
because it's using Llama CPP, you can plug in any ggweb file.
Whoa.
So Hyperlink is really good at that search
Yes.
across your content, and then the LLM intelligence that comes afterwards benefits from all of these Llama CPP
Oh my goodness.
optimizations.
Oh, wow. This is what I've always wanted.
Yeah?
Like, cause my Mac can't. I mean, I'm telling you about this because like, it's like trying to make this on your own. Like, I can't tell you how many Python files I've been experimenting with, how many Cloud Code
I
sessions, and then I just give up. I like literally given. I didn't realize that this was actually a reality. That like
Yeah.
you can, you did it in 9 seconds. Like searching through receipts locally on this little thing here. Holy smokes! Look at this. How can I get one of these in my house? This is
5090.
wow. Wow, that was lightning fast.
So you're gonna love this next part
Okay.
too. But first I'll say, of course, this Llama CPP CUDA optimization is super fast, but another thing that you didn't see is the indexing speed. And so when you connect all of your files to Hyperlink,
Yeah.
it spends some time processing the content of each file so that it can semantically search through them later and build that search index.
Whoa.
We see on a 5090, it takes about 30 seconds to process 1 gigabyte of documents and images. So if you want to connect a ton of folders, you
Yes.
just leave it running overnight, come back in the morning, do something like this.
I could set this up for a lawyer's office, and I could set it up for whatever.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
So now I'm going to go into the video search, which I
Yes.
think is going to be really exciting.
I'm so excited for this.
Yeah.
Like, I can't tell you how many video editors, even myself as a person who does a lot of live streaming, I've been dying for making this.
I bet. Yeah.
What? Okay, I'm about to be prepared for the mind blow. Like, who's in the chat right now? Are you guys like tripping right now? This is crazy. This is so crazy. Yeah.
So you, and I'm sure many people know this pain, where videos, even if you spend all this time to find the right video file, you then have to watch the whole video to find that like 5-second clip of that one event that you remembered. Video search makes this a lot easier. So I'm going to type in a couple of queries here. You can imagine I'm trying to edit a video. I want some B-roll of some guy in a suit on stage. Instead of searching through all of my B-roll in my hard drive,
Right.
I can ask Hyperlink, hey, across my hard drive, show me everything that, with like a guy in a suit on stage.
Look at this exact timestamp
Yeah.
of where it's happening.
So
No
all
way,
of
bro.
these results
Jesus.
are exact timestamps and the video.
What?
So you can imagine you're trying to edit a video in Adobe or
Yes.
something. I can click, be
Oh
brought
my
to that exact, drag it over to this other window, jump to this timestamp. Makes your life so much easier.
Wow. That's insane.
Yeah, I'm going to show off a couple of other queries
Sure,
just
yeah.
to, you know.
Ooh. We're gonna listen to the keyboard type because it's so good. It's vibes.
Cool. So all that I'm doing right here is changing out suit for leather jacket. So it's going to pick up on that detail, focus on guys in leather jackets on stage.
I
could
wonder
that
who.
be?
Yeah. Who
Hmm.
could, right.
Whoa.
Wow.
Of course, Jensen comes up.
Whoa.
I'm going to show off
Type
one
in guy
last one.
signing bra.
Okay. I'm going to show off one more thing, which outside of editing scenarios where you kind of maybe have like multiple files that match one query, one like description. You can also do needle in a haystack searches, where you know there's one video on your hard drive that matches this one description.
Right.
But finding it is really tough. Hyperlink also helps out here.
A baby Roomba.
So on this hard drive and all these 6,000 files, we have one video of a colleague's baby riding around on a Roomba vacuum. It's very cute.
Whoa.
And you can see if we search for it, Hyperlink can find this one specific video.
Wow. Wow.
It's adorable.
Could it, if it has a video search and the ability to have timestamps, could it eventually transcribe the clips?
Great question.
Yes.
So we're not going to show it off in this demo, but do you see down here?
Oh
this
my gosh.
Vision dropdown?
Yes.
They also have an audio feature.
Let's go.
Yeah, so far we've been searching video.
Yes.
But if you have like a video of an interview and you want to search through the audio content, you can also do that.
Oh, and it uses the parakeet model or the whatever models that you can.
I'm not sure what embedding models they use in the back end.
Okay.
That's one of Nexa's like bread and butter, like embedding all of this and generating that search index.
I see.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I mean, because it would do it lightning fast, I bet. And if you just leave this thing overnight, if you have gigabytes of video, holy smokes, that's so cool. They said Peter cooked. Let's go. You could definitely cook. Yes.
So this feature, this document image search that I showed you, this is available today for download. Video search is in beta. Yeah.
And this is an app that you can just go download right through, just type in Hyperlink. It's on the PC, I think, right?
Yeah, like Fernando said, this is a partner that we work with. So you can go to Nexa AI and find this yourself.
Holy smoke. Period, Peter. People are excited about this. This is cool. I'm really glad.
It's super exciting.
I mean, finally.
I know.
Because it takes a lot of effort to build this type of software, and they finally like link the two together. And like so somebody else had a question about about local. So they're like, how do you guarantee that it doesn't leave the, like for inference and stuff, that it doesn't leave your machine? I guess people are concerned about privacy, so they kind of question for that.
Of course, yeah, that's one of the big selling points is that it's all local. So this is using Llama CPP, which is open source. You can go examine that code, but also you can disconnect this from the internet and it's going to work fine.
Yeah, cool. So you don't need any other type of system, and then it just queries that in there. So you can have this like in a lawyer's office, and then some people can access it like in that local network, and then they can't access it outside of the firewall and stuff like that. And right, like you can do like a lot of interesting stuff because you just need this machine sitting there.
Yeah, and
the app, right?
Another note that I've been showing you this UI,
Yeah.
But Nexa also provides a really powerful SDK, so you can build on top of this tech yourself.
So if you want to add that feature that you're talking about for those timestamps, like, or whatever you're doing that you want to find things, I guess especially in the video editor workflows, you can just build off that SDK and then just have one of these guys running that does all the embeddings, and you're cooking.
Yeah, you got some great ideas.
Oh, let's go. Okay, cool. I got so many ideas. I want to get one of these ASAP. Whoa, this is cool. So this is this guy here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think a lot of people are about to spend a lot of money in this chat. Cool. Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll hand it back to Gerardo.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. Thank you, Peter.
Yes.
All right. So next up, we have a demo on how we're helping creators that are using generative AI to do local Gen AI. Now, we've all seen what we can do in terms of video generation with things like Gemini, with VO3, or in Sora 2.
Yes.
The issue is that if you only have a prompt to control your generations, you're pretty much just letting the AI be creative, right? And what we want to do is flip it around. What we want to do is put the control in the artist's hand and make the AI, make them productive, but not take the creativity away from them.
Yeah.
So we're going to show how they can use local models to do all of this. And we're going to highlight in this demo a couple of things. We've announced optimizations for ComfyUI. We've made it 40% faster for all RTX GPUs, going back all the way to the 20 series. And we've also announced support for FP4 and FP8 models.
Whoa.
Which is great because those models are a lot smaller, so they use less VRAM and they're a lot faster. And you kind of need it because in this demo, for example, we're going to be showing Flux 1, which is what's Flux, 30 gigs of VRAM? And then with NVFP4, we can take it down to 9 gigabytes. And then we're going to be showing the new LTX2 video model, which it's brutal. It's like 70 gigs if you try to load the full model. With the optimizations that we have here, it goes down to 26 gigs.
Wow.
So my colleague Michael's going to run us through it.
Excellent. Yeah, people are excited about the local video. This is exactly what I want to hear.
Cool. I'm not used to holding a mic while doing this.
Oh, that's
but-
okay.
Hey.
Yeah.
No,
Cool.
I'm good. Hi, I'm Michael. I'm a product manager for our AI PC team.
Yeah.
So that's what I was mentioning. This whole workflow, it's all about controllability, right? These models make amazing stuff.
Yeah.
But for serious creators, you're really going to want that additional level of control. So last year, we released the 3D guided Gen AI blueprint. This was a way to guide image generation. And now we're extending to video generation, enabled by all that stuff Fernando was talking about before in terms of, just those ComfyUI RTX optimizations, NVFP4 and FP8. And all of these are now easier to use because we've made them kind of native in PyTorch. So taking you through this, the steps are going to be, we're going to generate some objects. We're going to use those objects and put them in Blender. Then we're going to generate images that follow kind of like that Blender layout. And then we're going to turn those images into videos. So that's kind of a lot of steps here, but that's what it takes to get that level of control. And
if you want, I can put this microphone. I have a little magnet thing, and then let's go ahead and grab this little guy.
Okay.
It's really cool. So yeah, really, you can put that guy down if you want, over here. And then let's go ahead and grab that magnet piece there.
Okay, cool.
And then just grab that, put it behind your this guy, and then we'll just clip this one up front.
Awesome.
That way it's easier for you to talk. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, hands off, you're good.
Yeah, this is a lot easier. Cool.
Yeah, way
Thanks.
easier. Cool. I like this. Actually.
I'm more used to this. So gonna start with that part I talked about before in terms of generating some objects. So we built this 3D object generator to make this process a lot easier.
Nice.
We're cheating a bit. I have an HTML script that's typing it for me because I'm slow at typing.
Yes.
And so we're typing our scene idea, right? We want a person driving a motorcycle down an alley and into a city street. And what the object generator does is it generates objects that fit that scene. And not only does it generate the objects that we mentioned, but it also generates, it's smart enough to understand contextually like what might go into that scene, right? So here it like knows that we're going down an alley, we might want a wall full of graffiti. Then we're going to the street, we might want some pedestrians, a parked car. And of course, because we specified that we want a guy riding a motorcycle, it does generate that as well. And these objects are ready to be dropped in and used in Blender.
Sweet.
Yeah, I will note that we sped up this process a little bit. The actual process here would take about like a few minutes to generate this batch of 20 3D objects, but still pretty fast. And we also have a connector to Blender. I'm going to go ahead and now just drop those objects into Blender. So here we have our motorcycle. We're going to do it and just show you all these objects being dropped in.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't. This is typically a manual process, but I'm not going to bore you with tracking all these around myself.
It's all good, man.
But yeah, so this whole scene was generated using, or put together using objects generated by our 3D
Somebody
object
said
generator.
MCP to Blender.
MCP to Blender, sure.
That's really cool.
But yeah, and so then once we feel good about this kind of scene, that we have in Blender, we're going to generate our image. And so I'm going to do that right now. Here we're using Flux 1, as Fernando mentioned, powered by NVFP4. So it's like 2.5, 3 times faster with it than VF16. And also very compressed, so you can run it on more GPUs. And so what it's doing is it's combining a text prompt that tells you what you want in the image with the Blender viewport, which tells you like where you want everything, right? So for example, this motorcycle, right? It's red because I said in text prompt I want a red motorcycle. It's in the middle of the scene or the alley because it's in the middle of the alley here in the Blender viewport. So having it in this Blender viewport gives a lot more control over things, right? For example, if you just did it with AI, it'd be really hard to like tell the AI exactly where you want everything, right? Even harder if you want to make minute adjustments and move objects around, change the camera angle. That's all stuff you can do way more easily in Blender than you can do with just AI.
Is this done on a 5090?
So right now we're running this workflow on RTX 6000. This is only because I'm running this workflow like 1 million times a day. And I need to keep everything in memory. This workflow could absolutely run very fast on a 5090.
Got it.
The difference between 5090 and RTX 6000 for the most part isn't that big for most of these components. This part of the workflow could actually run on a 12 gigabyte VRAM GPU or higher. So if you break it down to its individual components, which most people would probably do when running this, most people aren't running through this entire thing all at once.
I see.
This workflow can run on 16 gigabyte VRAM GPU or higher.
Holy smokes.
Wow. At least.
And then these apps that you have running, Blender is for like the basically modeling and scenes. You can build scenes, and then this side.
This right side is we have a connector between Blender and ComfyUI.
Okay.
So this right side is our ComfyUI kind of output. Are you familiar with ComfyUI?
Yes, I think, but other people haven't seen it in this context because they're maybe seen one side, but they don't know maybe how they can tie it together and stuff.
Yeah. So we've worked with someone to build this plugin here, and so you can see here, right? This is actually the ComfyUI workflow that we're using. And so you can see here the text prompt. This is the model. This is the output image, all that stuff, right? And we built a connector just to make it easier so that we can kind of like do stuff here.
Got it.
Just so that you don't have to necessarily leave Blender to go to ComfyUI back and forth, because that's kind of like, it's just kind of an annoying experience. Although that's a perfectly fine experience. I mean, plenty of people are doing that.
Yeah.
So we have our image, right? But with video generation, it's like when you're creating a video, you tend to when you're storyboarding, you want multiple keyframes, right? Because you want to be able to like guide the video along its sequence, write out specific points in time and make sure that your video follows that trajectory. And so same for AI video generation. It does better if you do that. So we have this input image here. This is going to be where the video starts. This is going to be where the video ends.
Okay.
And the AI is just going to kind of fill in what's in between those 2 points, as opposed to having to like, if you just put in the start frame, then it leaves a lot more of a chance.
Right.
Like it'll still produce good quality stuff just because it is a fantastic video model, LTX2, but it may not produce exactly what you want it to produce, and that's kind of like what we're going for, right?
Got it.
And so let's see. And so once we have our first frame and our last frame, we're going to go ahead and send both of those to our video generation model, LTX2.
Wow.
So here's the ComfyUI workflow.
Okay.
I swear it's simpler than Lux.
Yeah.
But here we have the text prompt, right, that we're using. This is our input image.
Take a screenshot, y'all.
And this is our last frame image. So it's going to combine that text prompt with these two, like first frame and last frame, to generate the video in the end. And this is all accelerated by those ComfyUI RTX optimizations we mentioned before, and also FP8, NVFP8 for specifically LTX2. We've worked with the model provider to compress this model. So it runs about 2x faster and with 40% less memory than it would otherwise.
Got it.
And this is really important because these models are becoming better and better. They're also becoming bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So we're doing a lot of things on the software side to kind of make sure that these models could run on PC and continue to run in memory.
Got it.
Another thing to add here is that this video is being generated at 540p about. This is pretty typical. Video generation models tend to default to these lower resolutions because generating natively in higher resolutions is just so intensive, but also because they're not necessarily trained on a lot of these higher resolutions, right? So sometimes they just won't give you the best quality.
Okay.
So upscaling is really common in video generation workflows, but upscalers on the market right now are really slow, like really, really slow. And so next month we are adding RTX video into ComfyUI, and this is just way faster than any of the upscalers in ComfyUI right now. About like 30 to 40 times faster than like CVR2, for example, which is probably the most common upscaler in ComfyUI right now.
Is this like an open source workflow that people can try out?
Absolutely. So I was going to come to that at the end.
Oh my gosh, yeah, people are dying right now. They're like, how could I get this? How could I get this?
All of this, we're working with ComfyUI to package this whole workflow together. We also have a guide out right now, I believe it's already out, on how to get started with this video model specifically. The one thing that's not available today.
They want it straight onto the monitor. Okay.
Yeah. The only thing that in this workflow that's not available today is RTX video super resolution. That's coming next month.
Yes.
But as you can see, it is working.
Oh, wow. Yeah, people wanted this, like, get the screenshot right can. Throw some fire emojis in the chat, because these guys are cooking. Holy smokes. So not only do you get that, you get this whole workflow, and then you could probably learn a whole bunch of things Even you could just ask Claude of like what's going on. But the important thing is front scene, first scene, last scene, some of the descriptions. Sounds like there's some upscaling stuff that needs to happen as well. All can be done basically on this guy, right? It's just the workhorse.
Everything can be done. Yeah, and this can be done on 5090s, 5080s as well.
What is this?
I'm going to full screen the video so you can see it a little bit better.
Let's go.
But a couple of things here. It's let's see. So yeah, open source. The video here. Let me just show you the full screen video here. Yeah. So this is the end output here.
Let's go. Oh my God! Look at the details.
Yeah.
Look at the details, folks.
So this video, I saw somebody ask a question in the chat, so I'm going to answer it.
Yeah.
This video, this model does do audio as well.
Wow.
So we just aren't playing the audio because we don't have speakers for it right now. But LTX2 does also produce audio with the model. So it's actually pretty, I would say it's pretty unusual in that, and that not every video model does audio as well. So LTX2 has provided that, and 5 billion of its 19 billion parameters are actually dedicated specifically to the audio portion.
Holy smokes, that's impressive. People are like, Hollywood is solved. No, it's going to help
not
Hollywood.
Not quite yet.
Like,
no.
there's a lot of cool stuff in Hollywood that they can just dream up and then stitch together. I think that's the important part. It's like these workflows, you used to figure out how to get a studio or something involved, and like the power of this stuff is really cool. And I think it's enabling a lot of people like you, anyone. I think there's some people who are saying that they're familiar with N8N, or like not N8N, but like the ComfyUI workflow. And if you get something like this to power up your different ideas and start stitching them together, if you're telling really good stories, you can really just go to town with this stuff. Wow. How long did it take for the video to generate?
Yeah, so I talked longer than I typically do. Usually I have it down where it's done by the time I'm done talking. But it did it in about like 1 minute. So from generating the like 540p, well, you can see it's not exactly 540p.
Yeah.
To upscaling to 4K took about like 1 minute.
Wow.
And this is, I mean, this is a 9-second video. So that's miles faster than anything we saw in video generation just like 1 month, 2 months ago.
What's the longest output this can do?
This model can do up to 20 seconds.
Up to 20 seconds?
20 seconds. Obviously, at that point, it's like
Yeah.
whether or not you have the memory and everything to do it.
Got it.
But
the speed that with the two combined, you just keep going and going and kind of.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Wow.
So 20 seconds is honestly kind of crazy.
Yes.
For local video generation models.
Yeah.
Like, like WAN, this is probably like the most popular open source open source video generation model. It produced like 5-second videos, right? So 20 seconds.
And you need to host that somewhere, which is pretty hard sometimes.
Yeah. So we've produced 9 seconds here, but this can absolutely go up to 20 seconds.
Wow, let's go. 20 seconds are crazy. Yes. Yeah, this is amazing. Well, these are great workflows. And it's open source. So like, where can people go find this stuff?
Yeah, so we have different components of this.
Yeah.
The 3D object generation, the 3D object generator that I have here is a blueprint that's available on our NVIDIA GitHub. So we can provide those links to you to download. We also have the separate blueprint for this Blender image generation part that's also on our NVIDIA GitHub. So both of these can be connected together, but we also provide them as standalone just in case people want to use one thing or another. For example, like we've gotten a lot of people asking about this 3D object generator. Maybe somebody wants to like use it for like 3D printing, as a couple of people have asked me about. So for those people, they might not want the whole Blender workflow, so we provide these as standalone so people can download individual components. We are working with ComfyUI to post this workflow. We have a guide that people can find on. Where can people find our LTX2 guide? On GeForce.com.
GeForce.com.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll get exact links. I don't know the links off the top of my head, unfortunately.
Excellent.
But yeah, so this workflow, and then once RTX video is available next month, we'll also have a reference workflow for this that has everything here.
That's fantastic.
Yep.
Wow. Thank you so much. This has been
thank you.
mind-blowing. I mean, people are just going crazy in the chat for this. They're wanting to make commercials, do anything. Some are being really funny that AI can last 20 seconds. That's longer than me. That's awesome. This is great. Yeah. Is his video AI? No. This is real life, folks. This is real life. This is incredible power and to see these workflows, this is kind of what I love to see, but I'm more interested in my community too. So if you guys are building, let me know what you guys are currently building with right now. What's your stack? And like, this is kind of nuts how fast you could do this type of thing. And you said like you can run on different video cards.
Yeah.
And it'll take a longer time, but
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and so we've also included other stuff, like we recently have introduced a new way in ComfyUI of a more efficient way, I guess, of pooling VRAM and SysRAM together, so that when you run out of VRAM, you could spill over into SRAM, and it does it a lot faster than ComfyUI used to do it.
Okay.
So just different ways to make sure that you can run more of this stuff on your PC, because that's our goal. That's our team's goal, right? That we want to enable the community to be able to run as many of these robust, awesome workflows on their local device.
That's amazing. Fantastic work. Thank you so much for the demo.
Awesome.
This
Thank
is
you.
cool. Yeah,
Appreciate it.
people are super excited about this, so we're gonna go ahead and kind of, let's see if I can, oh yeah, I probably have to get the microphone from you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So let me
Sorry, I was just not very good at holding
okay.
the mic, apparently.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna mute this guy. Cool. Awesome. Cool.
Thank you.
Excellent. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and check out some more other stuff around here. We got a whole bunch of things that we're kind of been taking a look at, and thank you to the NVIDIA team and everyone who's been here kind of holding it down for us. I'm like literally the only one in here right now, and like they like let me sneak in, but it's kind of nice because we're here together and everyone else is like partying in Las Vegas and we're kind of nerding out right now. Because what better place to be right now with AI? Yeah, thank you NVIDIA. People are saying thank you NVIDIA. This is cool. Yeah, wow. See, look, we have this whole room to ourselves. This is cool. This is awesome. So yeah, I think that's that kind of, we have wrapping up the demos or something? Okay. Okay, cool, we have one more. Yes.
You've seen that one in the DGX.
Oh, the Spark one? Yeah. Yeah, so for those who weren't seeing, like, I'm gonna show you real quick. I gotta show you this real quick. I'll carry this around. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can just, yeah.
Let's see, because we've just shown you guys two really cool things, right? How to use AI to search your hard drive, how to use AI to create. But one common problem that we had is we want to service all the users, but you need to have an RTX GPU to be able to do all of these things. So what we've recently released is the DGX Spark. It's this little PC that you can get. It's a companion in your desk. You can hook it up to your network, and basically what you can do is access its power via any laptop or any desktop. And so in this case, what we're showing is that if you, for example, are a Mac user that you prefer to be on a Mac, you can still just tap onto it, because most of these applications can tap onto local addresses in the local network. So War's going to show us an example.
Awesome.
So coming from a Mac background, actually I have a MacBook Pro right here. It's a MacBook Pro M4 Max. It's got 128 gigabytes of RAM. This thing is pretty loaded, and it's a beast. However, when it comes to AI workflows, it's really slow. So kind of getting a lay of the land, you saw the DGX Spark. On the left side, I actually have a local version of ComfyUI loaded. And on the right side, I have a remote version of DGX Spark loaded. And the Spark is just sitting right here, and it's on the network. Now, if I run this workflow, and you've already kind of seen what Michael was showing you earlier with the new NVFP4 with the Flux model, so we'll get super fast image generation. So you can see I just started the workflow on both of them at the same time. The Mac a little bit sooner. But right here, we're going to see the Flux is going to, with the NVFP4, it's going to generate this image in no time, about 10 seconds. So there we go. We have a green race car, right? Now we're going through our video generation model. And this is pretty cool because what it's going to do is it's going to use that NVIDIA RTX video super sampler to get a 4K output. And once you see that node pop up, you're going to see how quickly it actually does process this little clip. So right there, it's processing, it's done. Boom. 4K, done. Okay? What? So now it's going to save that file. Now we have a video. This video has been generated. This entire workflow just took 38 seconds to complete. Okay? Now, let's go back to the Mac. It still has not processed the first image. The progress bar is still going.
Right.
And on top of that, when you break it down, 8 minutes and 30 seconds is how long it's going to take for this MacBook to finish this workflow versus the 38 seconds it takes for the Spark. That's the game changer.
It's crazy. So this thing, you don't have to take it with you to a cafe. You don't have to like take it anywhere. You don't have to like hook it up, because that's the problem I had before. It's like, okay, I'm gonna connect this thing over Thunderbolt 5, and I need like my thing, you know, like you can just This is in my garage. This is
Yeah.
like in some place, safe place.
Exactly. You could put this anywhere. So right now we have it on the network.
Yeah.
We just have it plugged into our router.
Yeah.
And the Mac can see it. You can see, just so I'm not faking it.
Yeah.
This is the actual Comfy workflow that's locally processed. You could see right here, ComfyUI.
Yeah.
Right? And then on the right side, I just have a Chrome window with the IP address. That's it.
Whoa.
And what's cool is this DGX Spark, it actually does have a display out. So if you want to plug a keyboard and mouse,
Yeah.
it's going to run an ARM version of Linux, Ubuntu to be
Yeah.
exact. So you can actually just run it like a regular desktop standalone system. And it also has ConnectX 7. So you can have a much faster connection than just Ethernet. So you can do, I think, up to 200 gigabytes a second.
Wow.
So you can also connect a couple of them together, which you might have seen earlier.
Yes.
But the whole idea is we've given you a mini supercomputer to play with and accelerate a laptop that you're comfortable with. A lot of people, like I said, creators use MacBook. We're just giving them the extra tool and the extra horsepower to be able to generate all of these
fans
workflows.
are
Yeah.
on. Put the
yeah. Oh yeah.
microphone- yeah, you
Oh,
put the microphone right,
You can hear it. Yeah, this thing's cranking, and it's still not done.
Yeah, it's still not done.
It's still not done. Yeah.
That's amazing. And so, how is the job management? Because somebody was talking about how do you queue the jobs? Is that pretty easy, or like what's that looking like for?
As far as queuing the jobs,
Yeah.
all I'm doing is I'm just clicking on run and it's going through the entire workflow. The same thing on here. I'm clicking on run, it's going through that entire workflow. Now, it wasn't a direct one-to-one. I started at the same time. I actually gave the Mac a pretty good solid head start.
Wow.
It's still going. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
And that's it.
Yeah, if we share it with 5 employees, can we add tasks with priors or something like that? Can the Spark run video games? Okay. Yeah.
What was the question?
If they have like 5 employees, how can they like share the work? Or how
Oh,
can they,
yeah, that's a great question. So, because it lives on the network,
Yeah.
Essentially any employee can sit on whatever laptop they're using, and then they can just either load the ComfyUI workflow on their machine,
Yeah.
and then run it in whatever capacity they want. So it's essentially anybody who has access to it on the actual local network.
Yeah.
They'll be able to get it, and you don't have to worry about cloud services.
Right.
You don't have to worry about that. The whole idea is to have this just on-prem. So if you're a studio, for example, that has IPs that you cannot send to the cloud,
Yes.
this is your solution.
Got it.
And then if you're working on models that are a little bit more complicated and need a little bit more VRAM, that's also the nice thing. This has 128 gigabytes of VRAM. Oh. So that's another nice factor. The demo that you just saw
Yes.
is running on the RTX Pro 6000,
Right.
which has 96 gigs of VRAM.
Right there.
And that thing's a beast. It is a beast, but this has 128 gigabytes of VRAM. So not only is this thing a little mini supercomputer, but it also has a massive amount of VRAM. So you can actually run those bigger workflows.
What?
Yeah.
So if someone's choosing, because I think someone was asking between like the different like RTX 3090 and 7900 XTX, best bang for the buck. Like, what are you thinking about?
As far as GPUs, for this particular situation, you're using the Spark to do all the work. The Spark is already built. It's built for you to handle all those workflows.
Wow.
So you can have whatever weapon of choice you got,
Yes.
and then offload it to the Spark to do the heavy lifting.
Got it.
That's the idea.
Got it. And especially for the AI specific workflows, because a lot of what you're doing here, or the models are actually fine tuned, and then they're like, I think you guys are announcing recently some of the specific NVIDIA fine tunes,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
That will allow it to take advantage of some of the infrastructure.
Exactly.
And then as far as gaming things, though, because somebody asked about gaming,
Yes.
Tangentially related, I guess. Is this a gaming thing, or like, because I'm not a gamer per se, but I know a lot of people who are.
The fun thing about the Spark, it's whatever you want it to be.
Seriously?
In the sense of dev, like you can develop on it, right?
Yes.
Because it's an ARM version of Ubuntu. So you can plug a monitor into it. You can plug a USB. It's got 4 USBs on the back. One of it's for power. So you can. The sky's the limit. You can whatever you can imagine, just play with it.
That's crazy. Yeah, buy a Spark, ROI is in like 8 months. No, ROI is like tomorrow.
Okay, think about this,
Yeah,
right?
okay, yeah.
This MacBook,
Hit me.
This
Yeah. Yes,
costs
this MacBook,
this
right.
MacBook costs $7,000 something, right?
Easy, yeah.
When we're all said and done.
Yeah.
This thing costs $4,000. So this thing's more powerful than what this can handle. I just showed you 38 seconds versus 8 minutes and 30
So
seconds.
I could just have like a MacBook Air, an iPad.
Yeah, I can do this entire workflow on my iPhone.
Yeah.
And I literally just pull it out, go to that IP address. I will see this interface.
Yes.
And then I can just start generating stuff.
And then you could just cloud code, just like the remote machine. You
Yeah.
just like yap it to whatever.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Oh my God, this is insane. I don't think people realize. Somebody asked like, what? So I guess in the bigger picture of things, like, Spark is an interesting, like I've only seen the concept here, right? Like on the floor. And then I saw it in the announcements. It's like, okay, so who is this like really marketed to? Is it just like a standalone product? And like, how does it assist in the workflow? So here for me, I'm kind of like what I'm kind of understanding is that like, you don't need like the NVIDIA software per se. Like this is ComfyUI.
Correct.
Like, this is open source, right? Like
technically speaking, you never even plug this thing in to a monitor. It's just turned on. We remoted in with the MacBook.
Right.
And I even started the Spark and logged in with the MacBook. So I just SSH'd into it with our terminal window.
Whoa.
And that's it. So I actually SSH'd directly into my terminal window, and that's how I got into it. Wow. So I don't necessarily have to even plug a monitor or anything to it.
It's basically like a Raspberry Pi with more sauce.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to put it.
But it's like a cracked Raspberry Pi. Oh my gosh, it's Sparky. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think I think what I find exciting about this product, which is kind of why I understand why it's confusing, is because it's not like you have to be like completely into this ecosystem. It's you're pulling it out, right? Like, okay, I want to add this job to it. And I think that's kind of been my biggest limiting thing, especially with these powerful machines. It's like, they're powerful, and I was gonna spend like $10,000 to $20,000 to hook 2 of them up. But then Exo Labs, they said they just get one of these guys.
Yes.
And then a Mac Mini, and you can run inference on it, and it's way faster tokens per second.
Yeah, we're not asking you to change your workflows. We're giving you all the tools.
Yes.
As NVIDIA, we're giving you all the tools to accelerate your workflows. And if you're comfortable with a Mac, okay, all right, we're not going to change your mind.
Right.
But we're going to give you the power so you can just be more creative.
That's crazy. So because of how flexible it is, it's like if you're a video person who does video, you can do that. If I'm doing like LLMs, I could do that.
Yeah.
If I want to do code and I want to like actually run like a,
Exactly.
headless agents. But then the other part of it is that like it can sit at my house.
Exactly.
So as long as it has an outside world connection, I could just send it a job.
Yeah, get a VPN and then you can send it jobs from wherever you're at.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
That's the magic of it.
Yeah, I was gonna buy H100, but I guess I'm gonna start with the Spark instead. I mean, you can, okay, so if you didn't watch the demo earlier, because there's another demo with Brev, and that's the one where you can actually, there's like a whole interface. You could even, from that interface, you can rent an H100, right?
From that understanding, I don't know exactly what demo you were referring to, but if that's what you...
Yeah, like if you need more compute, you can apparently like, take it from the Spark and then like, punch it out and do all this cool stuff. I mean, this is just the beginning of it. I mean, this is what's kind of insane.
Again, just giving you the tools.
What?
That's it.
Okay, so you're just going in NVIDIA, you could just buy one of these, or how does this like happen to?
If you want, I'll distract everybody. Just take that one and run.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, fam, this is crazy. Thank you so much for this demo. This is
welcome.
Really, really cool. I can't believe like we're literally just right here. And that everyone's taking the time to be with us. I really think you guys, this is so cool.
Of course,
yeah. Like where else would you rather be, at night at Vegas, right? After 7 o'clock.
Heck yeah, we're all just geeking out right now. This is fun.
Yeah, I need to buy that spot. Yes, buy. I need to procure this. Like, I need to distract them. So if everyone
run.
Yeah, this is amazing. I literally, I was telling them, I was like, I want to take one of these to my hotel room right now and just start
playing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like this workflow and like the AI PC stuff. It's
fun.
Really cool.
It's fun.
Awesome. Cool.
Awesome. All right.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I
Of
think
course.
our chat, say thank you, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah, thanks. This is so cool. Yeah, this is an amazing experience. Thank you guys so much for
You're very welcome.
letting me
thank
come
you
in.
for coming. Yeah.
Yeah, this is really cool. So I guess to introduce you to some of the folks that are kind of been hanging around here.
My name is Sabor.
Yes,
Sabor Mirzotti from NVIDIA, technical marketing and workflow specialist and all the things, I don't know. I figure out ways to break stuff and then put it back together.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then, here you go.
Cool.
Oh, I'm Gerardo. I already said hi, but I'm the director of product for AI PC for NVIDIA.
Excellent. Cool.
What's up, guys? I'm John. I work on AI PC social, community, and influencers.
Excellent. Cool.
Stuff.
We're doing a roll call here.
I'm Corey Banks, and I do the same thing.
Excellent.
I'm Abhi. I already said hi, but I work on Project GAssist and our AI enthusiast products. Yeah.
This is really, really cool. So yeah, I think the goal is to see if I can tinker around with this stuff. I'm gonna try to see if I can get a couple of these things to get it in the house, and then we're gonna be playing live, and then try to see what we can all cook up with, because I think it's gonna be amazing to try to build with these things. I'm super excited because this is everything I've always wanted, is like to have a really powerful machine at home. And I just thought like, okay, it's just gonna be a Mac thing, or I'm a Mac guy only, but how do I leverage? Do I have to have like a PC? Or even if I have a PC, what can I do with it? And there's a lot of flexibility here, which is kind of cool. And then you're not just like, okay, if you use the NVIDIA thing, like I'm in the ecosystem, I can't get out type of stuff. It's like, no, it's open source. There's a lot of other things that are built on top of it. Like you can feed in lots of different things. It seems to be very flexible, which I'm super excited about. So this is what it's all about. Software, tinkering, having that hardware as a heartbeat. I think it's gonna be really, really cool. So thank you so much for joining in on the stream. This is a big shout out to the NVIDIA team. I know this is not like a sponsored thing, but this is me just kind of getting access to these folks and seeing kind of what's in here. I'm a geek and I love to play with this stuff. If you want to kind of follow along, Fernando 1337. This is what we do here on this channel. We play around with AI stuff live. I do a lot of AI coding things, and I've been wanting to tinker more into the hardware space here and play around with some of these devices again. So this is our opportunity to do that. If you haven't had a chance, definitely check it out. And I will see you guys in a little bit. Peace out, y'all. Buy the floor demo for the discount. No, you guys are crazy right now in the chat. This chat is so crazy. All right, y'all. Peace.